to the broadcast. Looking to see what we here. Welcome. We're in Millington, Tennessee at the USA Stadium. Nice. It's up in the press box. Got some good internet. Looks like we're going to be able to bring you this game today between the Hinds Eagles and the Community College Eagles. So, well, as for those of you who make it here, I got a thumbs up that there's volume, so hopefully we'll be able to keep that going. Find out what kind of shape my voice is in. Starting lineups real quick for the Hinds Eagles. Leading off number 3 at second, Mole. Batting second, Graham Busby in right field. Not up, that's why you're not hearing anything over there. Number 6, Dawson Muzzin-May. I believe he's the first baseman, kind of got some stuff over that there. Reed McCrillis, he is the pitcher / designated hitter. Batting 5th, the third baseman, 32, Bright Hupt. Keith Stavely, the shortstop, in left field. Batting 7th, number 1, to Corey Clowers. Diego Maddox in center field. Number 33. So that's the starting lineup for the Hinds Eagles. Welcome, Hinds Eagles listeners that now Kansas City Blue Devils leading off in center field for 20, Dirks. Batting second, the shortstop, Chorik. Third at first base, Frankie Santiago. Batting cleanup, Fred, number 22 in right field. Batting 5th, the third base, Cade Perry. Batting 6th, number 5, Des Voida. Batting 7th, Aiden Horn, number 55. Batting 8th, Sawyer Tolk. Batting 9th in left, Kaimi. And on the mound, number 34, Bryson Vaughter. So it'll be Dirks, Pachorik, Santiago, Nolan the 4th, Horn, Tolk, and Kaimi. So we ought to be getting pretty close to going on this one. Very cold day here in Millington, Tennessee. Sun's kind of coming out. Hopefully that will warm things up just a little bit out on the field. I'm going to give a little volume to Jeff Woida. Jeff's going to join me in getting things going, so I thought, what the heck, put some headphones on him and see what he has to say today.
Well, thanks for having me up here, Jerry. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being able to do this broadcast. So thanks for all the volunteers who made this happen. So those of you that weren't able to make it here can still watch and see our Blue Devils take on the Hinds Eagles. So looking forward to it.
All right, so let's get that scoreboard taken down off there to where you can see the field. Thankful for those people that have helped to take care of 4Ts and Evers. I love bringing these games. I love coming down here. To me, this is kind of like being at the golf course. A bad day on the golf course is better than a good day at work anytime, and that's kind of the way I am about my baseball, so I enjoy coming down and doing these. That's better than my retirement gigs anytime. So welcome and thank you to those people. Coach of all of the, we have a group of parents that, and they are going streamed this year, and we'll try and make it to where we see those games. Any game broadcast by someone, whether Barton or Butler or those kinds of things, I think Jeff and I will work together in cahoots to help you to be able to games. Cali has they have an ESPN3 cast at their place, and there's some good broadcasts at some of the other places that do not have coverage. We're going to try and take those. So Coach Goldback and the coach from Hinds they're actually a little bit there. I'm going to come down and join. I'm going to kind of take a brief minute and go with a little bit. We'll be with part of this thing in a few. All right. Well, a little plug here. Thank the coach for taking care of all the home games and the parents that we have given those games. Anyone out there from the opposing, if you would like to all donations of KCK baseball, if you'd like to do that, if you go to 4tees.com, let me bring up 4tees to where you can see what 4tees looks like. That 4tees.com, there's a donation page. You can go to donation, and that money will go to making of the broadcast. So we do that, and we appreciate you as well. Break to go. See if I don't have my volume going. There it is. It's made it over. Defense, the outfield, left field over to right. Kaimi, Dirks, and Nolan the fourth. Left to right across the infield. Perry, Pachurik, Tolk, and Santiago. And Vaughter on the mound with Horn behind the plate. That's the defense as it sets up for the.
Kind of nice, Jerry. Looks like but still a little bit chilly out there. Showing it's 37 with the real feel like 40. So hopefully we can get up to the 51 that was forecast for today. So any of those maybe back home in Kansas City or anywhere further north. I'm sure it's not any warmer there.
I know that next week when Coach Beck through, and of the first 7 days when we get back on Wednesday or so, for the first 3 days when we getting up enough to be able to play in that first. Butler maybe coming to town.
I believe so. That's who's weekend.
On the mound is Horn. Oh, I haven't looked at my defensive screen in about a year. I've got a thing up there for me. Okay. Making noise here. Got to fix that. It's bothering me. Coming out. Check, 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 check.
Live.
It's still
leading off for Hinds.
The second baseman, swings at that high heater and gets a little piece of it for strike one. If you got where he's from.
Number 3, Ryder Mole, is from St. Amant, Louisiana. St. Amant High School.
So 0-2 the count now. Vaughter on the mound, left. Fouls that one back to screen. And then there is the second baseman for the Eagles. Pitch and a swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Molly down on strikes for the first out.
Right fielder Graham Busby, number 23, will step in. He'll step in on the left-hand side. Sun's not very much. Straight up in the one. Know the count. Busby from Jackson, Mississippi. So ground ball is going to be cut off by the third baseman Perry, and over down. The only chance there to get him cut that off from still got down the line that high chopper. He beat it out.
Moves down the line pretty good.
That's going to bring up Muzzin May. He's the first baseman. Dawson, righty up there. Going to go over to first. In safely is Busby.
Muzzin May's a sophomore out of Brandon, Mississippi, Northwest Rankin High School.
Outside ball one. You said Busby or Muzzin May?
Well, Muzzin Mays out of Brandon, Mississippi.
Ball right above the heads of the Eagles. So 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here in the first.
Well, we got 59 viewers currently.
Sweet. We like this. Runner goes and throws a little bit off, so a stolen base by Busby. So Busby now in scoring position with 1 out, 2-1 the count on Muzzin May. Swing and a miss. Something fell there in the batter's box. I'm going to turn you up some more then. All right, check your volume.
So Muzzin goes down on strikes out.
That's going to bring up McCrillis. He's the pitcher / designated hitter, number 11. McCrillis is from Madison, Mississippi, Madison Central High School. Swings through that first pitch, first strike count. 2 down now with a runner at second base. Busby with a base hit and then a stolen base. And hit is McCrillis. That's going to bring up Brody Bright up, the third baseman. He's from Oxford, Mississippi, went to school. Runners at first and second now. Down low, blocked by Horn. Want to know the here in the first. Late swing and high chopper over toward the Eagles dugout. 1-1 the count now. Top of the first inning action. Millington, Tennessee. The fly ball down the right field line and up into the bleachers. 1-2 the count now. Strikeout, base hit, strikeout, hit by pitch, runner goes, and he fouls that one down the line. Busby.
Pitcher for KJCAA, Bryson Vodder from Topeka Seaman High School, which has produced a lot of. Moving on to several. He'll be continuing on next year at Western Kentucky.
There's a little high chopper back to Vodder. Vodder over to Santiago. Runs on a hit. And a hit by a pitch and a ground out. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. We'll be back in a bit. We'll have a great day and hopefully a great game. All right, to the bottom of the first we go. Left to right across the outfield defensively. Clowers, Maddox, Busby from the infield. Right Hupt, Stavely, Mole, Muzzin, May with Brown behind the plate and McCrillis. Righty on the mound for the Eagles. That's the defense as it sets up. Devils will send up Dirks, Pachorik, and Santiago.
Hinds Community College is out of Raymond, Mississippi.
Sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri. He's going to lead for the Blue. McCrillis has his throws in. It's going to bring the center fielder Dirks. To bunt. A little bit low. 1-0 the King. Yesterday, the Blue Devils came across toward. There's another strike. To the count. Traveled. Had some dinner, and here we are in a mess for a strikeout. That's going to bring up Tanner Pachorik, the shortstop. Pachorik is from Aurora, Colorado. Right-handed sides. Esteban pulls back. King ball by McCrillis. Low. End of the count. One out. No.
Oh, that's around 85 to 87 miles an hour.
There's a strike inside half of the plate right at the knees. I like that right. Just too bad. Camera set up to be on that and everybody could just see it. And won the count. And a little bit suspect. Maybe what I should just do is let you announce the game and me not talk. Right field, and that ball's out of here.
Opposite field home run for Tanner Pachorik.
Nicely done there. I'm trying to get my microphone going. May have missed where that went out. It's pretty much right over dead right field. Out to get the Blue Devils on top one. For a minute while we're taking care of.
He couldn't ask for any better leadoff at bat to start. Full count. Took it to opposite field.
So Santiago fouls that one away. 1 ball, 1 out here in the first with a 1-0 lead.
One and two, Santiago. Evens it up.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You back up and.
Well, I don't know. I might be. Santiago is from Calle, Puerto Rico, and he goes down on strikes. So a strikeout, a home run, and a strikeout. Freddie Nolan, the fourth right fielder, he'll step in with 2 outs. Nobody on base. He's from Fort Worth, Texas. 2-0 the count. The knees, 2-1 the count.
Been consistently right around that 86 miles an hour with this fastball.
There's another pitch outside half of the plate at the belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The scoreboard situation out there. Base hit into left field by. So a 2-base hit. Cade Perry. Perry is from Omaha, Nebraska. They're somewhere near the Woods.
Elkhorn South High School, I believe. We have thus far at bats. So good job of hitting.
Third baseman at the plate takes a strike on 1. Nolan the 4th at. 2 down. That is going to be a pass ball hit around in. Nolan the 4th moves to second on the pass position. If Perry can get something on the outfield. 2-0 lead, already leading by a home run. A breaking ball just a little bit. 2-1 the count. Ooh, that's pretty good pitch there.
That was pretty close.
Missed low and or outside or the other in the count on the third baseman, Cade Perry. Side corner. That maybe was up just a little bit more than the other one there. 4 deep. 3-2 count here. 2 down. No in base. There's a ball that's off the bat and the ground, then the bat again. Comes to stretch and the 3-2 by McCrillis. There's a ball hit it into left field. Clowers is up with that. Relay is not in time. So a 2-out base hit to left field for an RBI.
That's our 3rd hit thus far with a full count.
Getting our scoreboard updated here. Blue Devils visit to the mound here. First base. So a strikeout, a home run by Pachora. He moves to second base. How big is the pass ball that allows him to be to second? So now the base hit.
Puts that runner over in scoring position, which 2 outs. Good chance he's going to score from second on a base hit.
Unless it's me running. So 2 down, 2 runs in. It's in the inning for the Blue Devils. Woida, the designated hitter. It is from Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm guessing he went to St. Pius X High School. Is that correct? That's off my memory.
I would concur.
Runner at first base. Breaking ball break. No. staying off that breaking ball, even if it's a strike on the first pitch. 1-0 the count. Back in safely is Perry. 2 runs in the inning. Hinds. The designated hitter, Ian Woida. That's high and outside. Really not been anywhere near a strike to even tempt Woida so far. There's outside. The catcher, Braden Horn. Horn is from Derby, Kansas. He'll be up there with 2 outs and 2 on, along with a 2-run lead for the Blue Devils. Down low for ball 1.
Just joining us. As you can see, the score is currently 2-0, bottom of the first.
1-0 the count. That's high. 4, 5, 6 straight balls by McCrillis.
Yeah, he looking kind of sharp on, and a few of those hits now, struggling a little bit with his command.
There's a strike outside corner to up a couple of hits, and you try and be more fine runners, and it makes it hard to be in the zone. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch.
Makes it even a little bit tougher, too, when it's 37 degrees out and kind of cold, and your fingers are cold and trying to grip that ball, and it's just kind of hard to put it where you want.
Strikes, 2 outs, 2-run lead for the Blue Devils. There's going to be a wild ball off the glove of the catcher, curveball in the dirt, and the runners each move up. Runner to the count now, and a swing. The Blue Devils 2 on 3 hits. We go to the second inning. Blue Devils leading 2-0. All right, we go to the top of the second inning. Blue Devils Plate 2 there in their half of the first. They lead 2-0. Stavely scheduled the Stavely will lead things off. Stavely, Mississippi, went to Clinton High School. Varder's first pitch to him, and he fouls it into the netting and out of play.
Well, we come south to try to get warmer weather, Jerry, and it hasn't quite worked out yet. So
and tomorrow's 50 degrees and stormy, possible tornadoes south of us. Outside for ball 1.
Well, as I'm looking, it's saying it's warmed up. In the city, it's 34, so we're not, I guess, melting today.
A little bit outside, 2-1 count on Stavely. Varder. Late swing and out of play. Count now.
Nice job there by Bryce Potter, fielding his position.
All right, I was that you're getting. What was that? Just a ground ball?
Ground ball in the hole.
Well, I might that horrible, and it could be. I may just let you do this or swap, whichever. Well, see what Rod thinks out there. If it's bad enough, if it's a bad distraction, I want to do something different. Please let us know. There's the left fielder. Count on him. There's a swing and a miss for the strike from Bolton to Clinton High School. He strikes out for the second out.
Yeah, Varder gassed up a little in that one, 80.
That's going to bring up Diego Maddox, the center fielder. He is Mississippi. Went to Brandon. 0-1 the count. There's a ball down the right field line. So Varder's definitely throwing strikes. I don't want to jinx him or if he can stay and keep the strikes going. And fooled him on that one for another strikeout. So down a couple of strikeouts. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Blue Devils leading 0. Oh, this one's definitely is weird. All right. It's going to bring up Tolk, Kaimi, top of the order, and Dirks. There's a strike on Sawyer Tolk.
Sorry, is a freshman from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Maybe I just had mine turned up too high.
A lot louder, I will give it that.
All right, let's. Are any good? Tolk is the second baseman. 3-1 the count. There's a base hit into left field. That be extra bases for Tolk as he cruises into second base. Second inning off. It's going to bring up John City, Missouri. There. See if they're inclined to bunt at this point. We'll see. He squares to bunt, fouls it back. How's that for a get? Go. 0-1 the count. Again. Yes, he does. And that stays up high. Little breaking ball. So 1-1 the count. McCrillis left that curveball or breaking ball just a little bit upstairs. Comes the 1-1, and the bunt is down. And going to be down to first, and the out. So the sac bunt by Kaimi to the top of the order.
Kaimi doing his job. They're moving the guy over third base.
So Tolk. Dirks, the center fielder up there. He struck out his first time up. Takes strike one the call. 0-1 the count. Comes the 0-1. That's high and inside. 1-on. Down low, blocked nicely by the catcher, Brown. Blue Devils lead 2-0. Put up a 2 spot. The top of the field just misses, so 3-1. Comes the pitch, swinging. So 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Runner at third base. Tolk led the inning off with a base hit. A double. There's a ball back to the pitcher. Plus over to Muzzin-May for the out. Runner has to stay. It's going to bring up Pachorik. Pachorik had an opposite first time up. 2 out. Squares to bunt. Takes a strike. Breaking ball just makes it down to the inside corner for a strike called. Another breaking ball makes it back to the zone. Leads off with a double into the left field. Dirks with a high chopper back to the pitcher. There's a ball comes out toward the fit, and he's safe at home. So as the third baseman bright up here, he doesn't maybe have the play to third short. So the RBI by Pachorik. How you going to score?
Swinging throw him out at first base.
And then
the only chance he had was going home trying to get the out.
So the RBI hit for Pachorik. That's going to bring up Santiago. Santiago takes ball one. Do a little score updated here. The ball toward the left, out of the field for the final out inning. So the Blue Devils, they get one on 2 hits. We go to the top of the third inning with the Blue Devils leading 3-0. We're still live, so please enjoy. We thank you that are watching, doing a little paperwork while I get the mic shut. We go to the Blue 3-0. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the top of the third inning. Blue Devils lead 3-0. R.J. Brown, the catcher, steps in. He takes strike one, called then back to the top of the order with Mole and Busby. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown is from Ruston, Louisiana. Went to Ruston High School. So 1-2 the count. Strikes, top of the third inning action. Butter back for a work. Kind of a half throw it down to first to finish up the strikeout on Brown. So back to the top of the order, and Mole, the second baseman, he struck out his first time up. That's 5 strikeouts by Vaughter. There's a base hit into left field. So Mole, the second baseman, with the base hit. It's going to go ahead.
First hit there for Hinds.
Runner at first base with 1. Graham Busby, the right fielder, he had a base. And he's hit by a pitch. Just nicked him. So 1 out. 1 out in second. That's going to bring up Muzz. And he struck his first time up. So a hard hit ground ball right at somebody for the Blue Devils would be good. Here that side 1-0 the count. Comes the 1-0 from Vaughter. Catches the inside corner at the knees. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 hit so far for Hinds. There's a foul ball by the net. So 1-2 the count. I didn't see wild pitch or pass ball.
It looked like a pass ball.
Going to be a pass ball, and the runners are going to move up. So 2-2 the count. Strike out with use for this pitch. 2-2. And ball to the right side. That's going to yield a run. So the ground ball to Tolk over Tiago for the out. That ground ball will score ball that is big. 1 for us, one for KCK, and 1 for Hinds. That's going to bring up his first time up. Way outside. Bounced off the padding and right back to Horn, so the runner.
Not a lot of room back there behind home plate. It would have to ricochet score.
3-1 the score. There's a check swing ball up into the right field bleachers. 1 ball, 1 strike, and is Busby. There's a ground ball headed toward the right, on the right side, taken care of by Tolt over to Santiago. So the Eagles 1 run hit. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Blue Devils 3-1. All right, to the bottom. Nolan the 4th, Perry and up for the Blue Devils. Nolan the 4th had a base hit into left field his first time up. McCrillis back to the mound for another inning of work. That misses just a little bit low and or outside. Not for sure which, but nonetheless ruled a ball. There's a breaking ball. Just a little bit outside. 2-0 the count. Blue Devils with the 3-1 lead. 3rd. It's a foul ball back and over the top of us. We're 1 here at USA Stadium. We'll be back here at 6. Is it 6:15 tonight, or
I believe
just?
it's 6:15, but it might be a little bit delayed.
Yeah,
because we're
maybe a
still at
little
this
late
field.
of that as everything kind of just works a little bit later. Plan to bring that to you. And there's ball 4 to Nolan, the 4th. Perry had an RBI base hit his first time up. He's the third baseman for KCK this game. Nolan the first down, or Nolan the 4th down at first.
Nolan the third down in the stands, too.
We moved a lot of equipment around last year, and that was met Freddie Nolan. Freddie Nolan the 4th down at first. Cade Perry out. That's up 2-0 the count. Krillis with the 2-0. There's a strike at the knees outside corner.
I've been kind of our viewers here, Jerry, and it's been fluctuating. We got to 79. We just can't hit that 8. We're back down to 7.
Strike after a little toss over to first base, back in safely in the 4th. That's up high. So 3-1. It's always fun to watch those numbers. We've had a total of 240. There's a lot of people coming and going, and sometimes that stuff is counted differently, but nonetheless, we appreciate you. There's a swing and a miss, so 3-2 the count here on Cade Perry.
On the move over there at first.
Runner goes. But they're gonna call interference out, so out interference out as well. So the strikeout interference Nolan is well. So that's going to bring up Woida. First time up, he's the designated hitter. He's now seen 5 pitches and 5 balls, I believe. 1-0 the count. In Woida. That's outside for ball 2.
Yeah, McCrillis getting his pitch count up there quite a bit right now.
That's down a little bit low, so McCrillis wanted that one. But Ian is a tall young man down low. There's a strike called at the 3-1 the count. There's a ball headed out play down the right field line. So from 3-0 to 3-2 to the designated hitter Woida. Called at the waist outside corner. Speaking 3 up, 3 down. Interference on the steal, and then so we go to the top of the 4th inning with the Devils leading 3-1. One that this broadcast is brought to you by many of the parents. Coach Goldbeck in the athletic department takes care of all the home games. The away games sometimes are not broadcast by everyone, so we had some parents get together this year and last to add some money to that to bring them. But if anyone would like to donate to the broadcast, if you are from a viewer from a visiting school or something like that, feel free to go to 4ts.com. get that 4Ts up on the screen so you see that 4Ts.com. And there's a donation page, and all donations to that will go to KCK Streaming. Welcome back. Top of the fourth. Strike. First pitch from Vaughter to Brody, baseman. To Vaughter, his first time up. There's a ball broke inside. Safe on the call. Shoot, I thought it almost hit him, but nonetheless, we have 1-1 the count. There's a foul ball, late swinging and out of play down the right. 1-2 the count. Comes the 1-2 from Vaughter. There's a ground ball headed at Tolk. Santiago. 4-3 ground out.
Vaughter doing a good job of getting. I think that's about the fifth one thus far.
Up, he grounded back to Vaughter, his last time up. Now here in the top of the fourth, down a little bit low. Kaimi, Dirks, and Nolan the fourth across the outfield. Go across the infield. That's low and inside with Horn behind the plate and the lefty Vaughter on the mound. 2-0 the count here on Stavely. And a strike called. I thought it would be a called strike anyway. So I think the batter bringing his bat around kind of distracted the home plate. It was called a strike. That one's up high. So 3-1 the count here on Stavely. Vaughter has very few 3 and anything counts so far today. Swing is got that heater up to 87 and blew it by him on the inside part of the plate. So 3-2 the count. 1 out. Top of the fourth inning action. A swing and a miss for the count.
Yeah, Vaughter doing a good job of hitting that fastball when he's got 2 strikes and strikeout thus far for him.
Exactly right. I just counted them up. That's going to bring up to Corey Clowers, the left fielder. His first time up. See how he does here with Vaughter. That misses in for ball 1. 1-0 the.
Well, it's warming up here too, Jerry. It's up to 40 now, so the heat wave is.
Oh my. But at least we're out of the wind. That misses outside. So 2-0 the. Vaughter in the last inning or not have as many first strike pitches as he did in the first couple of innings. Here comes the 2-0. There's a fastball that he gets right by him. So 2-1 the count. Comes the wind in the 2-1. Breaking ball. The umpire on that one. Maybe a little bit low. Nonetheless, 3-1 the count. Strike inside corner at the knees. I thought the pitch before was better than that one. That's me up to the count now. See if Vaughter get him another strikeout here. Fouls it back into the screen, so hanging tight. Clout The wind and the pitch by Vaughter.
Good
Breaking
pitch.
ball catches the outside corner right at the knees. So a punch out to end the fourth inning and his seventh strikeout. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Go ahead.
I think he's got 7 strikeouts and 5 ground balls to the right side.
Yes. The bottom of the fourth. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for bottom of the fourth.
McCrillis back to the mound for another inning of work for foul ball backing off the top part of the bleacher.
Braden Horton leading off, the catcher.
He struck out his first time up. Top edge of the zone at the 0-2 the count. Of those 0-2s. There's a foul ball back into the net. So we'll do the 2 again. Tolk and Kaimi do up after Horn. As mentioned by Jeff, there's a strike. Breaking ball got back on.
Pulled the string on that one. That was one of the better breaks from him today.
Second, he had a double into the left field corner in the second. Swing and a miss of that pitch.
Looked like a change up there.
Comes the 0-1. There's a strike. Right at the belt. Little warning there by the umpire. Hey, hang on. Make sure you go to McCrillis. Comes the pitch. Swing and fouled it into the glove of the pitcher.
Well, the last 3 outs are all strikeouts.
How many did you say?
Well, the last 3, I'm for sure.
Well, that strikeout to make it 4.
That is 4.
You were on it. There's a strike called. He's in a groove right now.
Well, he's working a little bit faster too, which I think is helping. That's what the umpire had to slow him down there a minute ago.
That's up high. 1-1 the count. So 2 out in the bottom of the fourth. Blue Devils leading 3-1. There's a breaking ball.
Found that curve. Been a pretty good pitch. He was missing that in the first few innings there.
So 1-2 the count here. Kaimi pops that one up. And out either way. So a pop out to the pitcher to end the on no hits. We go to the top of the fifth. Blue Devils are leading 3-1. We'll be back. To the top of the order, this is Maddox up there to face Vaughter. That's down a little bit low. Maddox.
Oh.
And there's a hit by a pitch. There was no timing on that one, that's for sure. He just really came in a hurry with that one. I was just getting ready to make the comment that of the 2, 4, 6 bats, 2, 4, 6, 7 at bats so far in the 6, 7, 8, 9 position, there is 2, 4, 5 strikeouts and a ground out. The hit pitch in one of those. So, catch up there, he struck out his last time. Or a throw over to first, little pickoff play by Vaughter. I intended to look down to see if Brown would square to bunt there. I missed seeing it, so we'll see what square to bunt takes up high. 1-0 the count. So Bryson Vaughter, sure to wish that he can get a groove here. There misses a high and outside again, so 2.
I see a little activity going down in the KCAA bullpen, so.
Little one down there. Going to be another throw back over to first. Back in safely. Santiago well out away from the bag when that throw came. So Bryson Vaughter maybe getting a little, he can get back to his groove. And there's 3-0. Coming in hard from third is Perry. Going to get a little visit to the mound. Once again, thank you. For a moment, we did get up over the 80 mark. We appreciate that. Just a reminder that back, take care of all the home games. The away games this year are being taken care of, as well as last year by a group of parents that have given. If you would like to be part of already given, we thank you. Like to give, go to and is a donation page there, and you can make a donation, and we appreciate it. It will go to the broadcast of any away games that are best, and we appreciate it. All right, 3-0 the count. Squares to bunt again and ball 4. So back to the top of the order after a hit by pitch and a base on ball. Top of the order, and Mole, he has struck out, and he's hit through the hole over between short and third. And there's a bunt that is down, and Perry and throws to Santiago by Mole. Has runners at second with 1 out down. That's going to bring up Busby, the right. Has a base hit and been hit by a pitch. He'll step in with 1 out and runners at second and third. Lefty versus lefty here a little bit in Vauder's favor. There's a strike at the belt right down the middle. 1 out, runners at second and third. Comes the 0-1, and a ball into shallow left field. Out to take care of that, and that's going to be a blue base hit and score a run. Runner at second had to stay.
You need a triangle out there, right in between all 3 of them.
Sure did for the RBI. That's 2 game, and that's going to bring up Muzz and May. 3-2 now. It's outside and had a productive hit. He hit the ball to the second baseman for the ground out, but it yielded a run, his second at bat. So of what he needed to do his job, and he did. And there's a swing. It's not right, but I believe he swung through that last pitch, and I believe it to be 1-1. To be an out, so a nice job, swing and a miss, and the runner is thrown out at third.
Yeah, they had the double steal on there. Both runners moving up, well, except the guy going to third. Retire.
It was a very nice throw. You know, he had to negotiate a lot of things right there with that ball. The swinging of the bat, the batter in the box where he should be, and he had to negotiate that throw with a nice job there to erase another runner that would have been 2 runners in position. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out, 2 outs, 1 run in. Walked nicely by Horn. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 3-2, the lead has been cut. Only 1 run lead by the Blue Devils currently. 3-2 the count. Runner at second base. Breaking ball's going to freeze him, and that was another nice pitch. Makes it back to the zone. So, 1 run on 1 hit. Game, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Anything else for?
Good pitcher. But she kind of lost command there for a while, and so
with only 1 run for sure. We'll be back.
got a pitching change in Braden Richardson, sophomore pitcher from Stonewall, Louisiana, attended Minnesota High School. He gets to face top of the order for KCKA.
Strike out, the ground back to the pitcher. Takes ball one. McCrillis is 3 runs on 5 hits as he gives way to Richardson, and that's ball 2 low. 2-0 the count. Bottom of the 5th inning action. There's a ball headed down the left. That's going to get out of the play. Over to take a look at that was bright up, but it gets out of play. Sunshine coming out. I don't know if you can tell that. A little bit of a shine off the turf. That would be one of my the deucer of things. The turf on foot of a shine that caused trouble. That's down low. So 3-1 the count. The shine turf is a little tough to take care of. Here there's a ground ball headed at Stavely with it, and that's going to be a base hit. You don't want to wait very long, Marcus, or you're not going to get him.
Yeah, I don't think the shortstop there, but Marcus pretty much runs like a deer.
That's going to bring up Pachorik. The base hit. He has an RBI on both of those hits. And
well, normally, Jerry, summer you're feeling it, which today they really want that sun to come out and warm up that turf.
For sure. The count swings through that one. May have found that one into the catcher. The umpire won. So everybody's going to take a minute to.
Yeah, I think that one got the.
Count runner at. So 1-1 the count, runner at first, and a one's going on here. The bottom of the 5th, the most important one that the Blue Devils lead by just 1. Pachorik with the infield hit down at first. Throw over to safely. Muzzin May with a little bit of a tag, but not that close at all.
The speed now, so they're kind of concerned him over at first.
With that, Muzzin May, but he was able to come off and make the catch. One ball, one strike, nobody out, runner at first, 1-run lead. Bottom of the 5th inning action. Richardson, McCrillis. Two and one the count. And fouled that one away, trying to protect his runner on the.
Yeah, been a hit and run. You get a 2-1 count there. Good time to put that in play.
2 balls, 2 strikes now. Little toss over.
He's throwing more balls over to first base than he has the home plate.
Hinds, 2 runs on 2 hits. Blue Devils, 3 runs on 6 hits. Comes the stretch and the 2-2. Breaking ball sails outside. So 3-2 the count now.
Pretty sure Dirks will be off with the pitch.
The stretch and the 3-2. Bluffs it. Good thing he did just end up. So we'll do the 3-2 again.
Now, double play.
And another foul ball.
It was moving on that one. And missed a sign that pitch before. Or either that or he didn't get a good jump.
Very good possibility. So Dirk's down at first. 3-2 the count again. Stop. Another throw over to first.
Yeah, the flag is starting to whip out there in right field a little bit.
Blowing out to right field where he hit his first one out. Second at bat of the game to get the Blue Devils on the board.
It's pretty much left to right earlier in the day, and it wasn't even hardly moving that much, but it is blowing out pretty decently now.
I can bring it over to where you can see the flag there a little bit. Bring it back. And
I think that got him right in his with the sliding mitt.
it's like he'd hit
Yeah, I don't think
a
that was,
pad or something.
it wasn't bone.
Frankie Santiago. He has struck out and been out on a fly to shallow left field. That ball's outside. 1-0 the count. Like to see him put that right field toward that flag down there. But anything on the outfield grass, probably won here. There's a swing and a miss.
Going for it on that one.
He was definitely, he probably wasn't listening to me, but he sure had a count.
89 in that fastball.
Low and outside. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, I think Frankie kind of just missed that his last at bat. Underneath that last ball that he missed.
2 balls, 1 strike, 3-2. Runner in scoring position with another runner at in. Fifth. Foul ball back in. At 2 balls, 2 strikes. Comes the 2-2 from Richardson. And inside just enough to get him.
Took a little something off that, a little slider. Kind of got the inside corner of and hit Frankie. Loads him up.
Freddie Nolan, the fourth, the right fielder. He has. We're going to get a visit to the. Did
Get quite a bit of action.
Sunshine now making across the outfield from the light poles, so change here or not, but we'll see. Those in not throwing much down there. Bottom of the 5th inning, lead for the Blue Devils. Richardson will stay in for time. He has the bases loaded, has a base hit, and then a couple of hits. So Dirk's at third, Pachorik at second, and Santiago at first. Breaking ball low and inside, 1-0 the. Comes the 1-0.
Righty and a lefty down there getting loose in the pin for Hinds.
Comes the 2-0. To deep right field. The writer and out of slam for Freddie Nolan, the 4th.
A little bit.
Yes, it was. Chase with a home run. By pitch, and then Freddie Nolan one out of here in to right center. Just
ball got out in a hurry.
It sure did.
Well, that puts KJCAA up from a 3-2 ball game up 7-2. Brings up third baseman number 23, Cade Perry. He's 1 for 2 on a day.
Perry has a base hit for an RBI, then a strikeout. He takes ball 1. His swing had Freddie Nolan, the 4th, was stealing, and he interfered for kind of an unusual double play there. 7-2 the lead. To fell the bottom out of it a little bit low.
Yeah, I think he wanted that pitch called.
2-0 the count. There's a foul ball backing out of play. So 3 to a base hit, a couple of by Freddie Nolan, the 4th, and the Blue Devils have pushed it out to a 7. 7 runs on 7 hits. The Eagles with 2 runs on 2 hits. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning, scheduled 7-inning games they play down here in the tournament. Tournament is up their screen, going to make it 2-2. It started out to be a tournament, but of the weather that's coming in also wash things out on Saturday. Some of the teams today and then going home. There's a ground ball hit at the third baseman and is a foul ball. So Bright upped with the catch over Torrey. So 2-2 the count. There's a ball headed into the left. Look at that is Clowers. So first out of the inning is a fly out by Cade Perry to Clowers in left field. It's going to bring. He walked his first time, called out on a strike, caught the outside corner. His last time up. First shot at Richardson here. That ball misses inside. 1-0. 1-0. Richard Krillis. Want to know the count. It's going to be a base hit into right. Voida. One out hit. First, look like we're going to have a
better give him that ball for his first collegiate base hit.
Going to have a but Horn, the catcher, is going to come out. He's strikeouts, one swinging, one's looking. Richardson's first pitch. a strike call. It looked like it almost hit him. Did Horn. Owen won the count, 1 out. 4 runs in on the grand slam by Freddie Nolan, the 4th in the dirt. Nicely back out in front. Still have not been able to get a number down here.
Carter Towns, who
Throw over, back in safely. I didn't get my binocs put in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. There's a strike called. 1 and 2 the count.
I don't think that Horn agreed with that call. Looked a little bit inside.
Up and in. Horn in tight on the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Blue Devils leading 7-2. Curveball just curved enough not to hit him. So 3 and 2 the count. And finally,
6 or 7 guys today that have been hit by pitch.
well, there's 3 in this inning.
I think there's more hit by pitches than.
We have 3, and they have 3. Yes.
There's 6.
We're going to get a pitching change. Our runner is. We'll take a short break. Let the warm-up happen, and we'll be back with that information. Thanks for joining us.
Well, we were at 81 for a moment, Jerry. Second baseman Sawyer Toke is now batting. Took strike one, first pitch for Hinds Community College.
McDaniel now on the mound, a lefty. Tolk has a double and a strikeout. His at bats. 1-1 the count, 1 out. McDaniel on relief of Hudson. Comes the 1-1, runners go. Swing and a nice play diving by May.
Got him.
And going to be out at second base, and I don't know that I disagree with that. Did score.
Had the hit and run going. Baseman, but on that play, you had Carter Towns coming around from second base scoring on that, so got an RBI there for Tolk.
So 5 runs on 3 hits, and the Blue Devils take an 8-2 lead as we go 6. And go.
Pitching change for KCK here in the bottom of the, or top of the 6th. Now pitching Caleb Deere, number 99.
He is from Vaughter leaves the game after 5 innings pitched. He gives up 2 runs on 3 hits. So McCrillis will now hit, even though he left the mound. He was also, Richardson came in. He gets to keep his job as the designated hitter. And that ball's inside. He did not want to by hit by pitch. He was hit by pitch his first time up. It out to Tolk at second base his second time.
Well, I think it bounced right up.
So, 2 inside pitches by Deere, lefty, another lefty on the mound. Vaughter, of course, was a lefty, as you remember. Comes the 2-0. That's up just a little bit.
We kept climbing the ladder. The first one was 92, second was 93. So
I would much rather see a strike right now than 90 miles an hour, but here comes the pitch, and that's ball four at 92 miles an hour, so 4 straight balls. And McCrillis is on for his second time, hit by a pitch, grounded out, and now is walked. He's grounded back to the pitcher and wants to take it. So a couple of ground out. We could like another one of those right at somebody. Strike outside corner at 0-1 the count. There's a hit by a pitch. That's going to bring up Stavely, the shortstop. Horn's going to go out and visit with Deere a little bit, try and settle him down.
yeah, I'm sure there's a few emotions running out in the air, getting down the mound. Caleb certainly has an electric arm. See if he can settle in here.
Stavely has a ground out back to Vaughter and a strikeout. His first. There's a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. By for a strike, 0-1. I'd like to see that type of pitch about every. That's down a little bit low, 1-1. He's been a pitch. 1-1 the count. At first and second, 8-2 the lead. Inside bounces away from Horn, just to runners to move up.
Kind of hard out there for Horn to kind of pick that ball up. I think with the sun and like it is with the glare, it's the cause.
That's inside. So on the count, Deere on in relief of Vaughter. Inside corner at the shortstop Stavely at the plate. Deere steps off. Top of the 6th inning action. Blue Devils leading 8-2. Swing and a miss. Back down second, and Pachorik trying to catch that one as he tried to weed it out between in. So Stavely strikes out for the second time.
He had to get up and go on that ball. That came in at 94.
To Corey Clowers, the left fielder. He is struck out swinging and looking. That's a strike called inside corner.
You know, each of these pitchers today, Jerry, kind of had took a little time to settle in, which I'm sure the nerves and early in the year, and kind of hard to grip that ball when it's 40 degrees out.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball was in. Clowers at the plate. The foul ball backing out of play. 1-2 the count.
I think the last off-speed pitch he threw was the ball that hit the guy. Pretty much all fastballs.
I agree. Comes the stretch and the Caleb Deere. There's a ground ball headed at Tulk. Tulk turns into Pachorik. over to Santiago for the 4-6. Get him out of the inning.
That's the pitcher's best friend right there.
Especially after a base on balls, a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and then a double play. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Blue Devils leading 8-2. We'll be back. Bottom of the 6th inning action.
Leading off to KJCAA, the left fielder, John Cayenne.
Takes a strike, 0-1 the count. Inning action, scheduled 7-inning game. Blue Devils leading 8-2. That pitch looked pretty. Ruled the ball down there. 1-1 on Kaimes. He's had a popped up to the pitcher right in front. There's a ball headed up the middle, taken by the second base Malay, and he makes a nice play and a throw over to May for the 4 by the second baseman.
Well, he covered a lot of ground to get to that ball, and he threw it on the other side of second base to get it to first.
That's going to bring up Dirks. Dirks has a strikeout, a ground out, and a base hit. That's up high for ball 1. Marcus Dirks, the center fielder. Now nobody on left. Off the end of the glove and bounces away to end count. Maddox, Busby across the outfield. Bright up, Stavely, Malay, May across the infield. There's a ground ball headed at Malay. Malay up with it and over to just about waited a little too long. He probably should have charged and got one more bounce. So back to back ground out. Going to bring up Tanner Pachorik.
Yeah, when Dirks is up there, it's what you think is a routine play is not a routine play. He almost beat that one out.
It just dang close to it. 0-1 the count. He's 2 for 2 with a home run, and there's a strike 2. He knew he pulled the trigger. Has a lead-off home run, not lead-off, first hit of the year for him, a home run, and then a base hit, and then hit by a pitch. That's outside 1-2 the count. On the short. Strike 3 called. I'm not so sure, but nonetheless called a strike.
was in.
Runs on no hits. And we go to the top of the Blue Devils leading. We'll be back.
Leading off 7th for Hinds.
Ooh, off the foot of the pitcher, Deer. Over to the third baseman, Perry, first base. So Deer gets an assist by taking one off the leg.
Seems to be okay. It doesn't seem to be shaken up.
Maddox hit a rocket ground middle. And he hit it so hard, allowed for there to be time for
One pitch, one out.
For Perry to even have a little time to double pump. Ball one. He's had a strikeout and a base on balls. There's a swing and a miss of that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. You're trying to salt this one away. And a miss of that heater.
Pretty much just saying, here it is.
Foul ball back into the net. Ground ball to Pachorik. Pachorik circles over to first base for the second out of the inning with the ground out. So a nice play by Pachorik. First base to make a nice strong throw. Second out of the inning. Back to the top. Is up there, the second baseman. Takes that one for a ball. Looked pretty good. Ruled a ball. Sack bunt. Does Mole. Swinging an hour. just missed count. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Eagles of Hinds down there last at 8-2. They trail. There's a ball back into the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 hits by the Eagles of Hinds. For the time being, down to their last strike. Deer would like to finish it right here. And staying tight does Mole with another foul ball.
Change up a little bit there. He's been pretty much pumping nothing but fastballs and took a little.
Comes the 2-2. Towards shallow right field. That's taken care of by Tolk. Tolk hauls that one down. Deer finishes this one out. Vaughter will take the win this one 8-2. We will be back. It's scheduled to start at 6:15. By the time that game starts, we'll plan to bring it to you again. We appreciate that watched. We actually saw I had at least one donation that was appreciate that, so it helps take some of that pressure off of the. We appreciate it so much. Again, 8-2 in this one. We will be 15 or whenever that game to go, whenever it happens, we'll be here planning to bring it to you, provided solid like it has. And we'll. This is Jay Forstler of 4Ts. We'll see you. Hey, Jeff, you got any comments on that game?
Well, I just say thanks for having me up here, Jerry. It's been kind of fun to be up here, and glad that we started the year off with the first win. Look forward to being back here for the 6:15 game. So hopefully the weather will. So
well, I appreciate you joining me, and 15 game is played. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. We appreciate you. We'll be back later this evening.